This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. Oh, I'm dangerous. So dangerous.
Hello, BodySlams podcast viewers, and welcome back to Breakfast and Body Slams, Season 2, Episode 2. Last week, we got into it with our review of Day 1, and, you know, it was a great show for the opening to start off. We're a little short-handed today here on the show, but it's all right. Me and my man who came to jump in and join the fight with me, we're gonna hold it down. We're gonna break everything down. What notes that we have in front of us, because there's a lot going on in the world of wrestling. And you got to see at the top of the hour there, how it was scrolling up. All our Devereaux podcast teams, you can view them on just about every night of the week. So, but yeah, don't forget to go check them out on any other social media platforms. I want to give a shout out to all of our affiliates out there, the guys at the 2300 Wrestling Podcast, Dave Keener and DB Richards, always holding it down, giving us much love all the time. The guys at the 23, no, I already said that. The guys at the Tornado Tag Podcast, Conversación de Lucha Libre, all the way from Puerto Rico, Bob Culture Podcast, as well as Backstabbers Wrestling Podcast. So, with that being said, without any further ado, I'm not going to waste anybody's time because, it is the final games of football season, and come next week we got the wild card games. But this is about pro wrestling, not that fake football where they don't know how to use steel chairs or anything like that. So it's all scripted. You got to worry about guys in helmets and stuff like that, if they're afraid to take a hit to the head or get dropped on it. So, but enough of that about that. Let me bring into the room my co-analyst. That's right, analyst. That's how he got on the show. It's not who you know, it's who you. Well, then again, he does have a brother who is one of the bookers for the show, Mr. Booker Man, Patty Melt. But let's bring in. He is the heavyweight champion of the Bernard brothers. He's the Bitter Bernard. He's the Saint Bernard. He is Mikey.
Hey,
what's up, brother?
The champ is here. or some like to say at my job, Bruiser Bernard.
Bruiser Bernard. Well, you heard it here first. He is the Bruiser Bernard. All right. So how's your week been, bro, man? Since episode 1, I'm sure you went back to work, and the guys at work who probably follow you, they're probably starstruck. They want pictures with you. They want your autograph and whatnot.
Oh yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Like, I got a job to do. I can't be signing autographs, right? Okay.
I know, man. You got to
tune
beat
into
off
the show, and
yeah, man. You got to beat off the paparazzi, man. It sucks. It sucks being you. I know how it is. So, yeah. But it is what it is, and they need to fall back because we have a show to do, and that's it. Bottom line, we got things we gotta do here. So we
That's
got.
right.
I'm looking at the chat room here. We got
Got
our
good old
man.
wrestling to talk about.
Yeah, sir. We got our man DB Richards chiming in, showing much love from the 2300 Wrestling Podcast. He's one of our homies. I like that kid. He got a good head on his shoulder. Wait, who's now? Oh, easy now. He's not Frizzo. What's a Mikey? What's a Frizzo? Did you ever even ask him that years ago? What is a Frizzo?
Yeah, exactly. What is a Frizzo? I'm still trying to figure that one out. I mean,
is it a
somebody
spin-off?
that wishes he was the better Bernard?
Is it a spin-off of Rizzo? The Philadelphia legend. Is
that's true? That does make a lot of sense.
Right. Well, a lot of stuff happened on both programs. New champions crowned. A lot of releases. And plus we got a couple updates on what is happening for the upcoming Royal Rumble Saturday, January 29th, which I'm very excited about. But I'm gonna have to play the Royal Rumble by ear because I'm actually booked that day for an event. So if they have an early start time, I might be able to make it home to catch the Rumble, or I might have to watch it the very next day. So it's kind of like a shot in the foot now with WWE now switching all their pay-per-views just about over to Saturdays, because people who want to go watch indie shows or talent who's on the indie shows who wants to watch these things like this and Mania and stuff like that are pretty much up Shit's Creek. They gotta watch the replays or hear about the reviews and stuff like that. But one of the
on the other side of that is there's people who are like, oh good, I don't have to work, I can watch it and don't have to worry about getting up early the next morning. But you should get up early and tune into our show to give you the review of what we think about it.
Yeah, I might have to be up late or watch it on my phone or something while I'm at the event. I don't know. I might have to put a split screen up while I'm working in the back. But speaking of the Rumble, we already got some matches already announced. Going forward, let's start with the big one right here. We have
there it is.
Mr.
Bobby Lashley, the Almighty's going up against the Beast.
Yes. The Raw World Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar. Now, Bobby Lashley, it was almost like a replay from day one. Bobby Lashley was in a fatal four-way on Monday night against three other gentlemen who were in that. Except for Brock Lesnar, since he was already declared a champion. None other than Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Big E. Now, Owens and Rollins decide they're going to work together again, like they did before. Yeah. And it was nice. It was nice, And
that's why I think they're slowly becoming a tag team.
I don't know.
That's what it looks like. Anyway,
it's like, how they say keep your enemies close. Your friends close, but your enemies closer. I think that's what it is. It's the buddy system. For now until it's justifiable to turn to either one of them to turn their backs on each other.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm waiting for. I'm like, when of these two are going to turn on each other?
Yeah, so they were working very, very well together. Bobby Lashley picks up that W, earns his spot, and this is going to be the pretty much almost the first one-on-one confrontation between the two guys, because the only time they ever met was in that day one, which was the only 3 times they got their hands on each other was when the 3 times when Bobby Lashley put some work into him, when he speared him through the barrier, when he put him in the hurt lock, and and before that he speared him in the ring too as well. So that's only the 3 times they actually had any physical contact, but this is the first one-on-one encounter between the two. So and
I think Bobby Lashley's going to have to use that spear a lot on Brock Lesnar.
And what's this? Pat, 2 horrible muscle wrestlers never work out well.
I don't know about that, because look, this is a feud. This is a match we've been waiting for a long time.
Here's the thing. Your brother in his comments sometimes, he's very, very negative. It's like, okay, it's his own opinion, it's his own perception, but even a Bernard such as him has flaws, and his and his way of thinking sometimes is like, who said it best? One of the old school commentators, I forget if it was I think it was Jesse Ventura or Bobby Heenan. Yeah, I think it was Bobby Heenan. He has the brain where if you take his brain and stuck it in a canary, zing, it flies backwards.
You hear that, Pat?
Zing, I'm sure he does. But yeah, but in these 2 guys' corners, they have 2 reputable managers, meaning MVP and Paul Heyman. Now, Paul Heyman is on the fence right now, I'm going to have to say. Even though it's the advocate thing, going over to SmackDown when they stepped in with Roman Reigns, it was some kind of, I don't even want to call it a horse shit, or I don't know what the hell's going on. It's like, at the time, he's still Brock's advocate, but then yet he was still playing towards Roman Reigns, as the love of the child. It's like a father having 2 children, and you're trying to love them both. So
because when Brock did that promo himself, Paul Heyman didn't look impressed. Like, I don't know, something was different about Paul, like you said, because it seemed like he was trying to cater to both sides.
Yeah, and you see the little pleading part saying, how that he loved him, stuff like that, and Brock looked at him like what the hell are you talking about? And then so but then going forward later on that night, as this match here is already declared for a Rumble, they needed for SmackDown, they needed a opponent for Roman Reigns, and Reigns was pretty much, hey, I beat everyone on it. He was telling Adam Pearce to get out the room because he wants to watch his cousins defend their titles. But at the end of the show, you seen walk in and had a little concern on Roman Reigns' face when, other than Seth Rollins.
Freaking Rollins.
Yeah. Now, just to let you know that match has not been confirmed. I looked online. I looked on the website. Unless they're teasing it or whatever, but it has not been officially announced from what I've seen. But maybe during the time while we're doing this, maybe they're announcing it right now and don't realize it.
Yeah, right. So, and he gave that, he said to Roman, like, What are you scared? Paranoid?
Yeah.
Roman was like, no, no, no. And he did that laugh. I was like, oh, man, this is interesting.
yeah. So it's going to be nice to see. It's going to be two. If it is that match guaranteed, then we got two great main events right there. But these championship matches here are not going to be the main event. The main event of the night. It's going to be either the men or women's Royal Rumble match, and then which they'll have a tune, which we'll get to momentarily. Another match that was announced was this one. The rated R superstar Edge and his wife, the WWE Hall of Famer, just like Edge, Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, taking on the Miz and Mrs. Maurice in a mixed tag team match there.
And didn't the last time Beth Phoenix and Maurice got into it many a year ago, Beth Phoenix beat her. She did that that move off the top rope and then pinned her, which it looked like it. Beth was saying that it was hurting her, but yeah, last time Beth got the win over.
You know what? You know what's funny about this match here though? Beth and Maurice, I believe, are the only two WWE female superstars to ever compete against each other within 3 different decades.
Wow. I did not realize that.
Yes. So with that being said, I might have to go back and do my research on it, but that's what I came up with. So, but going in this match, it's going to be a barn burner. I'm telling you that right now. Edge already pointed it out. So has a lot of other people. Miz is guaranteed, hands down. He's going to be a WWE Hall of Famer one day.
Yep.
As time goes on, everything he's done in his career is like, even though he did some indies in the beginning, which I didn't know about until he got into to the whole Tough Enough thing, and then progress through there.
Right.
And he pretty much is a product of WWE, pretty much almost like homegrown. Like they molded him, into to what he is today. Very successful, longevity, because he's not out there doing crazy stuff, getting hurt. So but this match is probably going to be right, like already Royal Rumble's already looking hot and heavy right now with just the world title match and this match here alone, and we didn't even get into the Rumbles.
Yeah, this is definitely going to tear down the house.
Or even who is confirmed to actually be Roman's opponent. And what we got going on next? Here we go. We got the men's Royal Rumble already announced. The Mysterios, the Street Profits, Sheamus, Austin Theory, as well as this nincompoop, Johnny Knoxville.
This is all to promote his new movie that's coming out, Jackass Forever.
Most definitely it is. And did you see the way he managed to confirm his eligibility for the Rumble?
Yeah. Like, yeah, this is going to be a match full of comedy and laughter. Like,
yeah, because
it's kind of, what's kind of weird though is the Mysterios have like Austin Theory and Sheamus over there. That's odd.
What do you mean?
Oh no, that's all right. This is what am I thinking?
No, this ain't no tag match where you're thinking it's teams. No, it's the Rumble guy. You're looking at the
right.
You're looking at the graphic.
Oh,
weird.
This is yeah, I'm looking at it wrong.
Yeah. All this is a montage, a collaboration.
I'm waiting to see. The thing about the Rumble is the exciting thing is always, Gio, we both know, is who have they not announced? Who's going to be the surprise
Yes,
entrances?
I'd like to see old school guys come back and stuff. So your brother's chiming in saying Austin Theory era starts at the room. I have to agree with him. I'm a huge fan of
Mm,
Austin Theory. Whatever they're doing with him right now, I don't know whose idea is it behind the scenes, but it has to be Vince's because Vince is hands on directly on camera with Theory working with him. So, and I said this before in the past on our past shows. Austin Theory is the future of WWE. He's eventually this kid. I'm like, he has his heel moment now. He's doing his thing now. But this kid, I think, as soon as he gets
yeah.
that nice baby face turn, he's gonna be like the John Cena type,
Yeah.
young, good-looking kid who can work his ass off, and he's gonna be the face. I hands down, I see it. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but in the near future, he's gonna be running the ball with WWE.
Oh yeah. People I know who are wrestling fans, they all say the same thing. Austin Theory is definitely the future. He's going to be the top guy. Like you said, we could see it. You could see he's going to. He does. The segments with Vince McMahon in the back. He's definitely got it.
Now, with these guys on screen right here, do you see? I can see Dominic Mysterio eliminating his father.
Yeah. I remember we brought this up before. Like something's going to happen in that match. Yeah, where I could see that. Like maybe something happens, or there's a miscommunication, or just when one thinks the other one, yeah, we're good, and then boom, out goes Rey Mysterio because of Dominic.
Yeah, our stalker in the room who asked the most questions, Pat, just says he needs time on the mic, meaning Austin Theory. He has time on the mic. It's just that they're keeping him right now. It's more comical with him until he gets until they actually start having him do serious. But right now it's just all like almost like a Matt Riddle type,
Yeah,
like kind of
bro.
yeah. Him, MSP, they all had that same personality.
Nope.
All right, let's jump on the other side of tracks. We got the women's Royal Rumble. We have a lot of names already announced for it, as you can see right there on your screen. We got Lita back in. The big surprise that's on there's two big surprises. One,
right.
Charlotte Flair put herself in the Royal Rumble. So if she wins,
I did not expect that.
So if she wins, she says she'll pick her own opponent for WrestleMania, which that's kind of defeats the purpose. And you got the return. You got the return of the Bellas, Nikki and Brie. And
yes.
Who else we have up there? We have
we got
Mickey
James from Impact.
Yes, Pat McAfee has put it out there. The Impact Knockouts champion, which a couple people was tweeting about it. One being Scott D'Amore, telling WWE for them, breaking down that forbidden wall, even just a little bit. He pretty much said, "Welcome to the party, guys."
Yeah, exactly. Because Gio, you and I both know we've never heard WWE mention another promotion until now,
unless they were working with them somehow. Like
right.
Like WWE, they did mention companies such as Evolve because they had their hands in it.
Right.
That's why. But now I guess there's a working relationship, maybe possibly between them and Impact. We don't know. It could be, or it could be a one-off. It could be a one-off thing. Yeah, most definitely. But it'd be very big news for Impact, though. Not just having Mickey James as their champion, as fans known know her from coming from WWE. Now she's over there. She's a champion. But now her being referred to on WWE television as the Impact Knockouts champion, that's a big, huge plus for Impact right there.
Yes, it is.
Hopefully it's more to come with WWE. Maybe WWE will start going in the ways of AEW, where they're starting to work with a lot more smaller promotions and stuff like that. So, but
That would be nice.
from this image, what you see of all this talent, and this is not even the whole 30. This is like what, we got half of them there, maybe. And I don't know. I'm not even counting really. But yeah, we got about 19. Yeah, there's about 19 people up there, 19, 20 people. Yeah, so we got about a good another 10, 11 people to go. Just from this alone, and the ones that are not even announced yet, who do you see from here as your pick for this Rumble, for this females Rumble, as of right now?
Oh man, I could see a few people. I could see Rhea Ripley going over. Definitely Rhea, because she's getting pushed like crazy. She's one of the top people.
Yeah, you got. Let me see. You got Aaliyah. You got Naomi.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And now Chia didn't. I thought they released Aaliyah.
I believe
or am
so.
I wrong about that?
I thought so too. You know, but then again, there's some people in the background that we don't keep track of who's in the like NXT 205 or whatever other ones they do. Let me see. You got Carmella, well, one half of the women's tag team champions. Shayna Baszler. You got Nikki Cross. You know who I like
to see? Tag team champions, it's like they're getting tossed out.
It's a tough call here because it could go anyway. If they give I swear to God, if they give it to Mickie James to go over, and that's what your brother's saying, what if Mickie James goes over? He's saying down here, if they have her go over and go work Mania, and if she's still the Impact champion, would they let her come out with the Impact title?
Yeah,
like it was almost like champion versus champion type, like from another company. But then hands down, WWE is gonna put Charlotte Flair. But if they break that fourth wall, if they break that forbidden door or whatever, kick it down, and they have Mickie James, Impact champion, beat Charlotte Flair at Mania, or she can pick the Raw Women's Champion and do that match, either or.
Yeah.
But if it came down,
man, that's an interesting scenario. Now you brought that up.
Or like how Brock and Roman wants to do champion versus champion at Mania. What if it comes down to Mickie and Charlotte, the last final two in the Women's Rumble? Charlotte wins, and then Charlotte gets to choose her opponent. She chooses whoever the Raw Women's Champion is at the time to face at Mania. So it'll be another title for title match. I could see that. I could see that happening. Starting to see all the unifications happen because
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Because they just did on NXT, which we will get to. Then the Cruiserweight and the North American Championship match was decided. Now they're doing the Raw and SmackDown main titles between Roman and Brock, which obviously they're both going to go over at Rumble, because that's what the fans want to see. Because I don't want to even think if Bobby wins the title or Seth wins the title, because then it'll just put a damper in the plans of seeing champion versus champion between Brock and Roman.
Yeah.
But if they throw another unified what if WrestleMania becomes Unified Mania, where they start just unifying even the men's tag team titles on both brands?
Yeah.
What if they do that?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I can honestly see that happen, it'll be like the rebranding, restarting, like hit the reset button of a new era in WWE history. Like it'll be like almost starting fresh because
Yeah, it
um
would be.
they got rid of a lot of releases, but it's mainly a lot of backstage people though. But then they also got rid of some talent too as well. But then yet they've been doing stuff, bringing up new talent, bringing in new talent over to NXT and stuff like that. And
Right. So it's like
and
they're starting fresh and new, like you said.
and speaking of NXT, they actually have a new champion. Here we got
Man, the old Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker beat Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT World Championship. And you know, this kid, there's been talk that he's going to be the next Brock Lesnar. You know,
really?
There's been talk that someone mentioned. I guess he got to get a little bit more experience. He's a big dude. He's intense. And
But he definitely has it. He definitely, like, when I see him in action, like, he's just naturally talented. You can tell that he has that background, like, because I guess because of his dad and his uncle, which he
yeah,
said he wants to get involved more. But
yes,
he's definitely naturally talented.
yeah, and that wasn't the only championship decided. Also, that the when I was saying earlier about the North American championship as well as the cruiserweight title was decided between Carmelo Hayes and Roderick Strong. That was a hell of a match. Those guys, I can see Roderick either one or two things. I can see them either either releasing him or pushing him up to the main roster.
Yeah, now that's exactly what I was thinking. And it made me wonder: are they going to do the smart thing? Like, are they going to bring him up and keep him from going to other promotions? Or is he going to be the likes of the Undisputed Era?
Well, I
Like,
was gonna say if they release him, the only obvious thing to do is like of course everyone talked about it, but nobody wants to see it'd be a shot in the foot for some people, like if AEW tries to sign Roderick Strong. I'm like he's a great talent. Don't get me wrong. He's awesome. But the problem is though, if they're gonna keep re-signing everybody who leaves WWE instead of bringing up the new, which they are signing the new talent to as well, the younger talent from elsewhere.
right.
So.
I did see that Ciampa and Pete Dunne worked a dark match on
Yes,
SmackDown.
I was actually going to get in that. Since Tommaso Ciampa lost the title and stuff, him and Dunn did work a dark match, and I heard it was very, very successful. That believe that this is just the start of the beginning of what's to come.
Ooh.
So
hey, maybe Tommaso shows up at the Rumble and Dunn.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That'd be great as awesome. I'm sorry. I'm just going over. I'm going through my notes here. I'm checking stuff off that I'm making sure I'm not gonna repeat anything I already said already. So,
especially you and I, Chio, would be excited because we love the old black and gold brand of NXT.
honestly, I just like Dunn. I like out of the two. I'm like Tommaso Ciampa. He's great. He's phenomenal. But I just like Dunn. I like that European style, that catch as catch can style of pro wrestling that they do over there in the UK.
For those who don't know, Pete Dunne, he's actually from NXT UK originally.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other stuff going on in uh since we've been jumping around here. We've seen that Alexa Bliss will be making her journey back to Raw. Will she be in the Rumble though?
I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't be surprised. It makes sense if she's starting her journey back, and then like all of a sudden, here comes the Rumble. There she is.
Now, oh yeah, most definitely. I can see her definitely being in the Rumble. She's going to be one of the key factors. If she does, she'll definitely be on point. She'll probably be like one of the final four, if anything.
I wonder what they're going to do as far as if they're going to do anything like her transitioning from her old, Fiend-like character back to normal, or they're just going to, this is where she started, and now she's on her way back.
Hey, well, time will tell. It's the journey to Raw. And she's been off air since what was it? The destruction of her what's a little puppet name?
Oh yeah, the Lily doll.
Lily doll. That's what it is. I couldn't remember. Another exciting news for WWE fans and AJ Styles fans is AJ Styles has re-signed with WWE as well.
Yes,
we don't know the terms of the contract. A lot of times they keep that stuff hush hush, but time will tell. But if he's happy there, he resigned. It's comfortable for him. He's making that money, merchandise, this, that, so in the long run, he had a great career. He worked just about for every company except for AEW. And then in the long run, when it's time to retire, he's going to have some nice bank to be sitting out on, especially when videos and merchandise that are still out there, he can get the royalties and stuff like that. So and as long as he's one of those smart wrestlers who takes that money and just puts it away, even though he's taking care of his family and stuff, he's gonna live a very comfortable life in the end.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And does he continue that feud with Omos, or?
I think it will. I think it will continue. I think it will continue over into the Rumble itself. I think AJ will eliminate Omos. Probably something's gonna happen where maybe AJ gets eliminated and then he comes back and helps the other guys eliminate Omos or whatever. But
yeah,
AJ's gonna play a factor in it, eliminating Omos, and then who knows? We might see the rematch between him and Omos at Mania then.
That's true. But he's also working someone else down there in NXT.
Yes, well. Waller. I believe he. I believe they got that match coming up this Tuesday on NXT 2.0. Another thing that caught my eye was the main events of SmackDown and AEW. They both ended with street fights in tag team matches. SmackDown was the tag team of the Usos taking on the New Day, and over in AEW it was Eddie Kingston, Santana and Ortiz taking on 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. So thoughts on these two matches here?
I saw I just got that feeling that the Usos were still going over like that, because it's the whole bloodline story and everything revolving around Roman Reigns.
And
which is why
I think the only way they're gonna lose these titles is if it's on a big pay-per-view, meaning Rumble or Mania. I'm gonna say if they lose them, it's gonna be at Mania. If anything, Mania might look like the downfall of the bloodline at first. To knock them off their their pedestal, and then be that whole year to rebuild and get back all their titles. Bloodline, Usos lose their tag titles. Roman Reigns loses his Universal Championship, and then, like I said, it'll take that year. Well, not the whole year, but maybe halfway through the year, they regain their titles, and eventually, come next year, Mania, we'll see a bigger picture, maybe with their younger brother involved as well, because he's down in NXT. He's down in NXT right now. If by then he gets called up to the main roster, hopefully he does not get let go like many others. That'd be a tragedy of justice, if so. But then going over to the Kingston, Ortiz, and Santana taking on 2.0 and Garcia. Yo, some of the facial expressions off Garcia be cracking me up because he's so intense. He's so intense. It's ridiculous. But when like it's nice to see Ortiz, Santana, and Kingston out there with that New York street thug style type of mentality going into the match.
Yeah, because you said that that when it comes to street, that really is Eddie Kingston. Like, that's him.
Yes.
And that's what I like about Eddie Kingston is like he's real deal, you know. What you see is what you get.
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, I'm just checking out some of our products here, and speaking of products, before we continue, let me just show some of the stuff here. There you have it, people. You can get your very own Breakfast and BodySlams t-shirt. You can support us by going over to BodySlamsPodcast.com and click on our Pod Shop page and just click on the link, and you can get your very own Breakfast and BodySlams tee. This is the original shirt that we very first came out with the traditional splash, and Body Slams is basically what we came from Body Slams Pro Wrestling Training Center.
That's right.
So, but then since we started the podcast, we just added breakfast in the beginning, and we will eventually. I'll put back up the Body Slams Pro Wrestling Training Center t-shirts as well as the regular ones as well. We also have our Thursday night slam that you got to see the other night when I had Black G's on the show. I was promoting that shirt there. That too you can find on our page. It's very classy. We do all of our own in-house designs. So basically there's no third party. Here's our pop-up pipe bombs as well, which can happen anytime, anywhere with anyone. So it's like for this brand here of our shows, there's no seasons, there's no season 1 or this or that. There's really ain't no episode. We might throw episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, whatever in the subject line or whatever, or in the title. But as far as seasons go, there's no really seasons because these are just pop-ups that can happen anytime. Who knows? Who knows when we'll be able to do another one. This is you can't really see I can't really see it on this monitor, but my other one, this is our white tee of Body Slams. It's our parody shirt of OnlyFans, which I think we should start an OnlyFans page. Honestly, we start an OnlyFans Body Slams page and see how many likes, subscribes, viewers we can get coming over there as well. I think that would be a treat. We also have our parody shirt of Run DMC of BSP Body Slams Podcast.com. So like I said, you want to go over there. You want to go over to our .com. You can like, share, follow, subscribe, click the notification buttons on whatever platform you're watching us on, and you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and then whatever audio platforms that you might be on the go listening to us. Because whatever any of the merch, and it's not just t-shirts we have. We also have mugs. We have children's outfits. We have tapestries. There's a couple different things. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. There's hoodies and stuff like that. I definitely want to get some hoodies and stuff. Right now my closet and my coat hangers are like full with t-shirts and especially like hoodies and stuff like that. Hey, and if you are a fan and a supporter of our girl JoJo from JoJo Photos, she takes our pictures when she can. Whenever we get together, she was when we were in studio because we were all together then at the time. So, but yeah, show her some love. And if you run into her at some shows, say hi. Don't be afraid to. This is one of my favorites. I took it upon myself, because for shits and giggles, Success's Breed. That's my parody shirt that I like. It's a little bit on the kinky side, but I said, what the hell? Let's do it. So that's something I did for my shits and giggles. We're still waiting on for you to come up with your design.
Oh yeah. I'm currently working on some stuff. So
for the Saint Bernard. And that's the current, as you can see, I'm wearing right here, Breakfast and BodySlams. That's the one you just got for Christmas, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can get that one too as well on our pod shop. So, don't hesitate to go over there, show your support. Any proceeds that we get will go back into helping us run this platform. It goes to it goes for our costs to stream on multiple platforms as well for a time that we put in. We do not make the stuff here. We do not ship it out. It's a third-party platform where you order from there. They'll make the product and they'll send it directly to your home. We have nothing to do with that. All we do is make the designs, what we think might work, and if anyone has any suggestions of any kind of designs for us to put out, please don't hesitate to hit us up. Let us know what kind of designs you might want us t-shirts that you would like to see.
Yeah, so if a certain someone I know is watching, there you go.
What I'm thinking is what we gotta do is get a Saint Bernard body. Okay, it's like the body with the Saint Bernard head, meaning you.
Yeah.
In one hand, you're choking the life out of a turkey, a gobbler. And the other hand, you're ready to eat a cheesesteak. So, but you see where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. I see exactly where you're going.
Yeah, you got a gobbler and a cheesesteak, and the Saint Bernard got about to go to town on both of them. So
I'm waiting to see Pat's comment on that.
Oh yeah, we both are. But with that being said, let's jump into things over on since we were talking about the last thing we were talking about was that AEW match over in AEW this week. We got to see Sammy Guevara winning back his TNT I guess it was what they call it, the interim title.
Yeah,
because Cody couldn't perform, so Dustin Rhodes took his spot. So I just want to say congratulations to Sammy. He definitely deserves it. He put just like many others. He put the work in. He's showing he's a team player of the company, and the kid's not done. He's definitely going to go a lot further in AEW. Would we see him as the company's champ? I don't know. Some people might say,
maybe "Hey, he's one day."
Some people might say he's a little bit on the small side. But we had small champions before. Look at Ray
I was gonna say
Ray
it's the
Mysterio.
crazy world of wrestling, folks.
Yes, most definitely.
Let's not forget about that.
we we also got to see winning the TBS Women's Championship. Jade Cardwell.
Cardwell, that's good. I didn't want to botch her name.
Yeah, I'm still botching her name as it is. Cargill. That's I was writing it real quick on my notes because, like I said, I was going through this because I was up late last night. And I'm just like half asleep. But yeah, congratulations to her. Her daughter was very, very happy, most definitely, because she ended up back up the catwalk with her in her arms. So congratulations to her.
Shade.
Yeah. Another huge surprise happening was the new AEW Tag Team Champions. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus beat
the Jurassic Express.
Beat Penta and Phoenix. I did not see that coming.
Like, no, I didn't either. But when it happened, I was like, wow, they finally did it. I was marking out a little bit.
Yeah, especially the fans. The fans were in awe. They popped like crazy on that. And Penta and Phoenix, no slouches. They could have walked away very, very, very easily as champions. But it was Jungle Boy who picked up the 3 count on Penta. So awesome tag match. If you have not seen it, go back, watch the replay. You would definitely not be disappointed. Also, one match where I thought was going to go to another draw just happened to be Hangman beating Bryan Danielson. I thought they were going to go to the one thing that I did not like about this match. But you know what? Before I do, I want to hear from you your thoughts on this match between Hangman and Bryan Danielson.
I thought, just like you, that it was going to go to a draw because it was how back and forth it was. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, what's the time limit on this match? Like, where are you at? Are you almost to the time where you can't finish? Or is there actually going to be a finish this time? And I was surprised that there actually was a finish to the match.
Yeah. I thought they were going to go for another 30 minutes, and then that way they'd be like, oh my God, they just went to they just did 2 Broadway matches going the distance, 30-minute match. I mean, hour matches, and then I figured the only way they would end this here between the two will be in a big pay-per-view, to finally settle it once and for all. Maybe an Iron Man match or something along the line.
Right.
Which
that's kind of what I had in my head. Like maybe it does,
which is scary. Which is scary because once they go like the Iron Man match and nobody picks up the victory, then they have to go into sudden death overtime. So whoever picks up that first fall.
Right.
I think what they should have done was go to Broadway, do the draw, and end it in I'm gonna say steel cage.
Oh man, that would be a match right there.
A nice classic style steel cage. No,
especially those two.
But the thing is, no hook or crook, no gimmicks or anything of no interference whatsoever. Just a straight up, honest to God, old fashioned, good old 1-on-1 steel cage match, with no issues. I think that would have been sweet. I think that would have been a beautiful type ending to end that. But Yeah, but the thing I disliked about this is some people are gonna think I'm being a little too much. I don't think I am. It's just the fact that today in the world, we have diseases and all this stuff. I'm sure these guys get tested. The fact that when they were both busted open and they're delivering headbutts back and forth to each other, that's cross contamination between both gentlemen's bodily fluids as far as blood goes. Like I said, like I said, we don't know. They probably got tested for any diseases or anything prior to going into this match. But yeah, when I started seeing that, like, okay, I understand people bleed during matches, but they got to be careful if their opponent might have a minor cut somewhere that it doesn't get involved. But like I said, going back in the day when you're a kid growing up watching wrestling is the greatest thing. But but me and you as adults, thinking logically, the regular wrestling fans, like the ones who don't think about it, like we are, they love this shit, especially like the ones who love all the death match stuff, because these guys are bleeding everywhere on their bodies and blood's being transferred back and forth between two individuals. So yeah, I was not.
But they're not thinking, like you said, they're not thinking about what you said at the beginning about bodily fluid diseases and all this kind of stuff, even though they might have been tested.
Yeah. So but yeah, big ups to the match. That was the only thing that was that I just definitely disagree with. Now jumping off of AEW and jumping back on over to WWE, which I really would hate to go backwards and go back to them again, but we have to touch on the subject of all the releases recently within the week or so from WWE, and just to run down a list of names here, I've written down. You got William Regal, you got Kathy Carino, also known as Allison Danger, who I worked with before in the past. Scott Armstrong of the Armstrong family, the Road Dogg, Jesse James, Ace Steel, Ryan Katz, which before WWE he used to work over with XPW over in California and stuff. Timothy Thatcher was a huge surprise. Hatchie Man, who was the Asian fellow with Diamond Mine.
Yep.
I can't pronounce his real name here. Hideki Suzuki.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to butcher it.
Yeah. George Carroll. I'm not familiar who they might have been working behind the scenes. Dave Kapoor, which is Rajan Singh. He was the Great Khali's manager. He was working behind the scenes. Senior VP of consumer products, Sarah Cummins. I'm not sure who she is. Gabe Sapolsky, which he was one of the co-owners behind Ring of Honor, and he owned Evolve. So they ended up getting rid of him. I believe he was just a consultant or whatever. I forget what he was doing with the company. And for the second time in I can't say this year because it happened in 2021. Now it's 2022. I don't want to say within a year's time length, Samoa Joe, this is the second time within 365 days. So that there was not quite a shocker, but a shocker. But a lot of these names, the ones behind the scenes, such as Carino, Regal, Armstrong, Dog, Steel, Katz, and Sink, and Sapolsky, the ones who are working behind the scenes, I really don't see too much of that. So what's some of your thoughts on some of these releases? Ones that you recognize.
The ones that I recognize, well, the one that's I guess the most talked about, which is William Regal. I'm really surprised at that because he has been a big part of the company, especially like scouting and helping young talent at the Performance Center. That is a to me that's a huge loss for WWE. It's very sad. And when I heard the name Carino, I was like, I'm sitting there. Oh wait, and as in relation to Steve Carino, right?
Yeah, that's his sister.
Yep. And turns out, yeah. And I was like, man, like what? And Road Dogg as well was like, dude,
Well,
like I didn't understand it,
well,
because
well, it was a double shot for the Road Dogg and his family because his brother Scott Armstrong, that's his brother, because the Road Dogg is because
oh,
the Road Dogg is Jesse James Armstrong. So both of them got let go.
right.
And already there's talks. Someone mentioned I forget where I saw it that Road Dogg talks about going back over to well, not going back, but possibly going over to AEW to work with Billy Gunn.
Oh my God.
Which I think that would be hilarious.
That.
I see that being hilarious. I if that would happen, I would see maybe Gunn's kids, the Gun Club.
Yeah.
Their cockiness gets too big for their britches. And they're like, yeah, come on, Pop. Come on, old man. What you got? Take on both of us. Like, all right, you want something? I got someone for that ass. And out comes the Road Dogg. And Billy and Road Dogg takes on the boys, the Gun Club.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I would mark out if that happened. I'd be like, yeah, it's the New Age Outlaws. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, our stalkers chiming in the room. Regal's been with the company for over 20 years. He helps. He can't put he once. Yeah. Helps a lot of young talent. We all know he got that old school psychology, chain wrestling to him, and it's going to hurt the future wrestlers without his presence. I think he means wrestlers. Wrestlers.
Wrestlers.
Wrestlers. Sounds like they're cowboys, a bunch of wrestlers. But yeah, that
wrestlers, y'all.
Definitely. Regal was definitely one of the top flight guys backstage. It's wherever he turns up, it's whoever gets Regal, whoever signs Regal, hands down, it's going to be a game. It's definitely going to be a game for whatever company picks him up. He can make your stars, your talent shine even better. And then like someone even like as far I'm gonna go on here and you don't even know him that well, Ryan Katz. Whoever picks up Ryan Katz is going to be a huge success because Katz has the brains. Trust me, he's a smart dude, very talented, great on promos. I've seen some of the stuff back in the past when he used to work, but yeah. Oh God, your brother is at it again with nonsense. He's talking about bring Jeff Hardy into AEW. Oh my God, Pat, it's too early. Get off. Go back to salt in the road with the ice. You had your chance of stupid questions with that Gobbler show earlier that you missed out on because work called you in. So the other guys had to come in and cover your ass. It's all right. Those guys did great without you. Hopefully, that's the new format of the Gobbler Inc. Everyone but Pat. They'll be a lot more successful. So yeah, and you got Austin was definitely holding it down with the announcements and stuff like that. Lee didn't fall asleep. Uh, great show today, though.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, great show. um, one more thing. Also, people may not realize, but coming up is the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic on NXT. So look for that. Look for that. There definitely is going to be
that's always great to watch.
A lot of young hot tag teams. Can MSP make it 2 years in a row? We'll find out. We know the Creed brothers put their names in the hat for that in that tournament. So that's going to be something interesting to find out.
That's a good tag team, the Creed brothers.
Oh, definitely, hands down. One thing I want to touch upon that I didn't get to because I don't have it written down here because I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. NWA Power has the new show on YouTube. It's called NWA USA. So if you get a chance, buddy, jump on YouTube or whatever, check out NWA USA on YouTube, and then maybe we can start discussing that. I did not finish the last NWA Power episode. Excuse me, which I was getting into, which is on that site I sent you before with all the wrestling. I don't want to.
Oh yeah.
Here. Yeah, their last NWA regular show is on there. Dude, if you have not been watching the NWA, their studio shows, go watch them. We can definitely start talking about them as well. I've been slacking on NWA ever since they got off of YouTube when they started, and I just been tied up with other things. But now I'm trying to get back into watching them. That site even has some that New Japan. I believe it's Wrestle Kingdom. I think they have part 1 up right now from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So you might want to check that. There's a lot of stuff on there that you could check out that we can definitely talk about.
Yeah, talk about.
Yes. But I definitely want to get involved watching the NWA and talking about that because it brings that back, that old school nostalgia feeling as we were as kids sitting down watching that NWA studio wrestling. And that's what they got going down. And our man who was on last Thursday, the Black G's, the church's money, he's on that. He's on there.
Yeah, that's right, folks. You heard it. He was here.
And just possibly, I have thoughts about. I'm gonna reach out to Black G's again about maybe possibly getting some more maybe NWA talent on our Thursday Night Slam show. So I would have to talk to him, see what kind of shit we can work out, because that's my brother from another mother. What your brother's saying here? He's what sense does it make to have the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic? What neither Rose Boys being there?
What Rose Boys?
What Rose neither Boys? Rose Boys being? He meant to say Rhodes.
Oh, Rhodes Boys. Rhodes.
Yeah, I had to think about that twice myself. But Michael, this was a very quick, interesting show. We're just breaking down pretty much some of the main highlights of the week. Nothing really too shocking though. The only two main shocking things here is the whole thing between Brock, Roman,
right,
and all the releases. Plus, then we have all these title changes too, as well, that happened with AEW and NXT. But
and we were surprised that WWE has mentioned Impact as well.
Yes, most definitely.
You know who I think is going to be a surprise entrance in that women's Royal Rumble match because she's been working her way back?
Asuka?
Lacey Evans.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Oscar's another one.
I liked her at first, but then he's just like she just fell off the wagon for me. It's like there's a new one that's actually impressing me right now. That I did not get to see, which I was not even aware of because I've been out of the loop so much. Was the chick they have known as Nikita. I think she has some matches on 205.
Oh yeah.
I looked her up and I came across her Instagram page. I seen all these videos of her training. Oh my god, dude, she is badass, dude. I'm like, holy shit. So she's definitely one to keep your eyes on.
Oh boy.
Her and I don't know yet. That Tiffany Stratton, that new chick in NXT. The one is supposed to be the
And
the
you
snob.
know who else is dangerous? That the girl that's in Diamond Mind.
Yes. Your brother wants to know what's our thoughts on Sasha Banks being injured. What's there to think? She's injured. It happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It. Okay. She's. It just happens. She's injured. I really don't have no thoughts on that.
She'll be back.
Yeah, eventually. If she's on the contract, they're going to want her to be back just to make that money because they don't want to pay her to sit home.
No.
So. But this was a good show. It was quick, simple, to the point. Like I said, nothing too exciting. Want to wish a birthday shout out to our man Dennis Reaper, who's sitting home sick today, unfortunately, on his birthday. Get well, Dennis. Wear that nice warm blanket around you, thermometer hanging out your mouth, maybe an ice pack or something on your head. I don't know. Eat some chicken noodle soup. Put some hot sauce in it. Hot sauce, always good. Put it on everything you eat, whatever. And get well, buddy. Get well. We definitely want to see you back here.
Happy birthday.
Not this Thursday, but the following Thursday we'll be back. Thursday Night Slam, and we don't have it advertised yet. Dennis will get back to me. He has his people calling their people, and their people calling his people. It's like phone tag back and forth, trying to make sure we have the guests because a lot of time our guests are very busy people, so it's hard to get a actual confirmation. So we definitely will, and not this Thursday, but the next Thursday after that, we will have it'll be Dennis Reaper's segment to interview his guest. And then 2 weeks after that, I will have Darian Hardway on the show. And I don't have the list in front of me of the rest of the other guests we have, but they're always being advertised, though. We will definitely plug
exactly. So tune in, everyone.
Yes.
Shows ahead.
Don't forget, go to BodySlamsPodcast.com. Like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, hit that notification button on whatever platform you are watching us on: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Listen to us while you're on the go, while you're in the car, or in the gym on audio platforms such as Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, and a host of other audio platforms. And if you like our merchandise by chance, jump on over to our Body Slams podcast, .com, but click on our pod shop where you can buy any of our shirts. So Patrick and the rest of the guys at Devereaux Sports, I want to see you guys show support for us and buy our shirts, buy our merch. If you guys have merch out,
exactly.
we would definitely buy your shirts. So go over to our page, buy our shirts, show the support on your shows by wearing our brand. With that being said, I'm Chio Frost, one of your BodySlams podcast analysts. And to the left of me is, I can't reach through the screen and smack him. High five. Can you high five? Yeah, close enough. All right. And to the left of me is the better Bernard, the St. Bernard, the heavyweight champion of the Bernard brothers, Mikey. And I forgot. Shout out to Joey Image. Brother. He's at a Christian in today, so he couldn't make it in. So, hey, much blessings to your family, Joseph. But, yeah, you're watching the BodySlams podcast, and we appreciate each and every one of yous. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to check out our podcast affiliates, as well as the rest of the BodySlams podcast teams on just about every night of the week. And if you want to know what some of the shows are, Monday through Sunday, well, that's what this is for. Goodbye, everyone.
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy.